For the last few years, e-moto parts have gone out of control. We've gone from 72 volt to 82 volt, from 82 volt to 88 volt, and now we've got 96 volt bikes that are running around and the batteries and parts are readily available. Well, today we're going to be testing the world's fastest bike and putting it through a torture test. Now, what do I mean by that? We're going to be taking the 96 volt Aetos Pegasus battery and Ryuga motor, and this setup has set 2 records this year. Firstly, it set an 8th mile record. It did a 2.9 0 to 60 at 109 miles per hour in the 8th mile. Then, shout out to eBike Killer. I'll put his Instagram handle down below and I'll put the video on the screen now. But he did 123 miles per hour on this exact setup out of the box with 17-inch supermotos. We're going to be hitting the trails with it, we're going to be sending it on the road, we're going to be smashing jumps, and we're going to be doing wheelies. I want to put it through a realistic day of abuse. We're going to be non-stop hammering the bike in max power modes for hours on end, see how much charge we have left on the battery compared to an eWatt 81 volt 76 amp hour, and we're also going to see how hot the motor gets and how hot the battery gets.
Oh boys, WGT is back. Back to business, active, outside. So. What the hell? Yeah.
Oh, brand new whip.
Audi.
Audi A3, man.
S3, cuzzy.
S3.
Should we go and find it?
No. Do you reckon it's probably theirs now? Where they sitting?
See, if someone had left it like that, sticking up out of that.
I've got to go back to the spot up there because I forgot to take this one shot to transition. Bruh.
What, you want to go there now?
Yeah.
We're trying to find a big enough jump to whip, but none of these are big enough.
Yeah.
There's none in the forest.
No, there's not. And you know, the council are bloody hell, I have problems with them. They just don't allow.
No, they come and crush it, don't they?
Yeah. They just don't allow building. And I can't build any. At all. Like, I don't even know where my shovels are because they're probably gone. Because they nick all the shovels out of it. They know where all the spots are. Yeah.
Sorry.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, that is actually crazy. How is he making that?
All the gear and no idea. It's got the Kashima coated forks. it's got 38s on it and Kashima, everything. It's sick.
Yeah, definitely.
But watch out for your bike.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you.
You too. Where are you going? Where are you going? Watch the guy, he's about to go down it.
Too skinny for these.
Yeah.
I think they're better for mountain bikes.
You got nice bikes.
Thank
What
you.
is it, Ultra Bee?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nice, the new SurRon 2.0.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Thank you. So good to be back riding with Will again. Sounds gay, but really missed out on these like more higher speed intense runs. Obviously it's not the same when you're on your lonesome and you're on, you know what I mean? And, I mean we went out of mic, that was good fun, but a lot of the time we end up chatting because we're just chatterboxes. Will's not so chatty, so. Roosting me. Keep my distance, I'm gonna jump this. Can't get no traction. We're gonna tear it.
Oh yeah.
Okay guys, so we've just got back. We've just tidied up, put the bikes away. Interestingly enough, neither bike overheated. Neither of our bikes went above 2 out of 4 bars on the heat for the motor. Now, on the VTB setup, this is 80 degrees, and on my one, this is 70 degrees. The VTB motors do have a higher motor temperature tolerance, and they are running higher power with higher voltage. Both our bikes started at 96% because we met up at the compound. We then rode. We rode for 2 hours, abusing the bikes, as you just saw, constantly. I've only got 10 minutes worth of footage in there. We were doing it for 2 hours straight. I ended up with 21%. Will ended up with 20%. My battery is a EWATS, 81 volts, 76 amp hour, and his one is the VTB Pegasus. Now, although it is lower on watt hours, the motor must be slightly more efficient, and he's using less amps than I would be to make the equivalent power every time we pull the throttle. With that being said, I was really impressed with the Ventus setup. No, I'm not going to be changing from the Torque because Torque have always supported my channel from day one, and I love their products. I think it's the ultimate all-rounder if you want to do speed, wheelies, off-road. But the Ventus has just proved that it can also do the same thing. You just have to use their newer LED display, whereas I am a type of person that just likes to use the most basic, simple factory display, factory buttons. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. The trails were sick, the riding was sick. If you like any of these products that you see here in this video, maybe the Aetos, the motor, the battery, whatever it is, I'll drop a link down below to the WGT Racing website. If you could support them, that would be great. It also helps support me as a creator. Use code StingyRoger with 2 R's at checkout to get a discount off of any motor, controller, battery, wheels, store-wide products. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.